Model railroading can sometimes carry a little bit of a stigma with it.
Go after one of your passions, like model trains or or toy Gandalfs.
Why you jump straight to model trains?
But let me tell you something. Many hobbies, not just model railroading, are making a big comeback in recent years. This is mainly due to social media. Most of the time, social media feels like the scourge of our society. But it also has the positive effect of connecting people who enjoy the same pastimes. So today, if you're looking for a hobby, I'm going to make the case for model railroading. This video is brought to you with support from trains.com. You can use the promo code JimmyDIY to get $10 off your order of $50 or more. You can check them out at the link in the description. Hey everybody, my name is Jimmy. Welcome to Coffee and Trains. Today I've got the allergies going on, so I've actually got a little bit of tea in here because my throat's feeling great from fall allergies. So if you want to tell me what kind of coffee, or tea for that matter, that you are drinking, you can put that in the comments below and you might be featured just like these guys right here. You just might see your name pop up on an episode of Coffee and Trains. Cheers, guys. I'm going to break this down into three main pitch points: the technical side, the artistic side, and the shared side. Let's start with the technical side. Model railroading can be as technical as you want it to be. In its most basic form, it's electric model trains running around a track powered by a DC power pack in which you adjust the voltage to change the speed and adjust the polarity to change the direction. I know that sounds really complicated, but it's really simple. But it has become so much more than that, and you can really take it to new places. The first thing to know is that you can control a model railroads through a digital protocol called DCC, which stands for Digital Command and Control. Without getting extremely technical, the model railroad layout will have a base station hooked up to the track, and it sends digital signals to a locomotive that has a chip in it called a decoder that runs the locomotive. But this is just the start. The technical side of model railroading includes things like electrical wiring, coding, and programming for not only locomotives, but the various features like lighting and animated scenes on your layout. Another technical side is the construction of your layout. If you're doing a custom layout and not a standard table, you'll need to do some woodworking. I have built many tables and designed circuits, coded projects, and even designed custom printed circuit boards for my model railroad. And I'm a video producer by trade, so none of this is my profession. The best part about all of this is that you don't have to do all of this. Most of it is optional. I don't have to have working signals to enjoy a train running. I don't have to have a custom table for my layout. The one behind me is actually sitting on IKEA tables. The key thing to understand is that there is a technical rabbit hole that you can go down that is very deep in model railroading, and that is a huge side of the hobby. Let's change gears and talk about the artistic side of it. This is usually the most evident side of model railroading to the average person. There are so many skills you can use in model railroading. On the layout behind me alone, I've done painting, airbrushing, built with plaster of Paris, built painted models, created natural scenery using things like polyfill and pipe cleaners. There's a lot of artistic things that have been a part of building this model railroad. Most recently, I used spray paint to create a backdrop for my new layout that I'm building in my garage. Model railroad scenery is all about getting as close to real life as you want. You can mess, fiddle, and play to your heart's content. And nothing is better than when a scene just works. It's a truly magical feeling to know that you created that. There's just something about the magic of scale models that captivates people. We can enjoy looking at them, and when you add in the live action of trains, you get a great experience watching part of a custom diorama come alive. So those are the parts of the actual building and running of the layout, but what about the rest of it? Model railroading is a mega hobby, which means it encompasses many hobbies with it. I could name off a ton of things like 3D printing, historical research, rail fanning, and many more, but what it comes down to is the sense of community that you can now find easier than ever online. Now, there are two parts for the sharing aspect of model railroading: the family friendliness and the larger modeling community. For the family part, if you have never seen kids' face lights up at the sight of a model railroad, it's something truly special. Kids love model trains, and many of us adults do too, case in point. I am lucky enough to have two kids who both love seeing my trains run. This is a hobby that I share with them. They've learned how to run throttles and how to take care of trains, and one of them is even using layaways to pay for his own used trains at a local train store. Also, because model railroading has so many different hobbies encompassed in it, there's something for everyone, whether it's painting, wiring, or just enjoying running trains. Model railroading can bring the whole family together. The second part of the shared aspect is the larger modeling community. Model railroading, more than most hobbies, has a massive global following. I have personally connected with model railroaders on every continent except Antarctica. P.S. If you're watching from Antarctica and you have model trains, please send me some pictures. Maybe we should get together a model railroad care package and try to send it to Antarctica. Getting off topic. Model railroading has the flexibility to be a lone wolf hobby and a hobby that binds a group together, which is what makes it so great. I'm actually just getting to the point where I'm wanting to step out of being mostly a lone wolf and join my local and regional model railroad community. I could go on forever about how there is so much to model railroading that makes it a strong contender for your next hobby, and we could be here all day. The bottom line is that if you're looking for a hobby that encompasses many hobbies, check out model railroading. Speaking of checking stuff out, check out these model railroad businesses too. Klondike's is a family-owned business that makes in-scale T-track modules, mini diorama kits, and in-scale display stands right here in the US. You've seen me feature many of their modules right here on this channel. Check them out at the link in the description. Mini Prints creates 3D printed detail parts, figures, and animals that make your model railroad layout come alive. Get 15% off with code DIY15 at miniprints.com. So, model railroaders, what would you tell people to get them into the hobby? Leave that in the comments below. And if you're looking to get into the hobby, I've got some videos right here that'll help you out. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jimmy from the DIY and Digital. Stay safe, be kind, drink some coffee, and happy railroading. Or tea. Sorry, this is tea.